Morning everybody. Today I'm gonna show you how to change a sprinkler bulb that is damaged that continues to run. When you set up the sprinkler controller automatically, so as soon as the first one finish up, the other one continues to run it, and it's not the controller, it is the bulb. So first of all, what we need to do, we're gonna turn off the water. You can turn the main water, which is this similar one like this, and you can turn the sprinkler bulb, the main bulb, so you can avoid any water running. This is the water sprinkler main bulb, so you can turn it off. Here, there's one other one that I mentioned before. So assuming that we're already turned it off, we're gonna continue with the bulb. Okay, this is a water sprinkler that is damaged. I already changed this one just to let you know. It's a brand new water sprinkler pump, and it has, this one is a solenoid, and when the solenoid is bad, you can just change the solenoid, but in this case the whole pump, the whole bulb is pretty much damaged. So what you're gonna do is just pretty much tighten from here. Okay, but first of all, we're gonna remove, or we're gonna untie the electric wires. It's only two wires, this one over here, and this one over here. Okay, so we're gonna do it, and we're gonna continue with the bulb. So now it's time for us to disconnect this. Just do it little by little, so just bear with me, okay, because I'm filming and do the same thing and untying the wires at the same time. Okay, all right, so as you can see, the wires are already untied. There is no direction, so they can go either direction. So you can see sometimes. Now we're going to continue to remove the water sprinkler bulb. All right, so we're going to do it little by little. So we're going to continue doing this, and first you have to open it up, this one here, so it can drain all the water that it has pretty much accumulated on all the tubes, so it can drain all the water. Okay, so assuming that we already did, we're gonna remove this. It's a little bit tight. This is pretty much just tight by hand. It's a little bit tight to screw, so hold on. So we're not doing it. It's already loose. A little by little. See, it's coming up. Okay, you can see it there. It's pretty much, see, you can just tie this, and a little put this right here. See, a little bit of water is coming up. See, that's what I mean when you open it up. I guess this one has a little bit of water still saved. That now it's already out. Okay, So now it's already out. Assuming that this one is damaged, just replace it with a new one. As I mentioned before, this is brand new. Just wanted to show you how to change it, and just make sure that you buy the right size for the right tube, because this one is 1 inch. It could be 3/4 of an inch, or it could be half an inch. So it depends on which kind of tube you have. Depends how your bulb is gonna, how wide it's gonna look. Okay, so over there, it's already there. Okay, we put this one over here. This is just to open, so I think it's already tight. I don't think that we can go extra tight, so otherwise it's gonna break down. So let me see. No, so we had to go a little bit softer on this one. Put it back in place like this. Put it back in place like that. Make sure that they're like that already. You know what you place and what you do. And then this is in my property. And what you do is just take this by hand. Make sure it is tight. So we'll see. All right, there you go. I'm gonna put you a little bit on hold because it should be very tight. Okay, well, by hand, but it should be very tight. Now that it's already tight, you can see we're just gonna tie the wires, attach one to each other. As I mentioned, they don't have any pattern, so you can go with either one. Okay, you can go with either one and just tie it by hand, put them together, and then just tie it little by little, like this. Okay. Okay, one is already tight. We're gonna go with the second one. Second one over here. See, like, just go like this with this one. Something like that. And there, it should be ready to go. Okay, now pretty much that everything is set and right in place. I mean, we can open it and try to make sure that it's working right. So as I mentioned before, this top of off, I had an issue, and the issue was the like, this is the second one. When I opened the first one, and the sprinkler controller, it should have stopped, but it didn't stop. It continued running, and all the water was pretty much splashing, especially if it's not programmed. I mean, to be continue, and it was pretty much running for maybe about 20 minutes when it shouldn't do that. So what happened is that it was not the solenoid, it was just the main bulb. This one was here that it was damaged. So it doesn't cost that much. I'm gonna put the link in the description where you can buy it. I bought it from Amazon, just cheaper, a little bit cheaper. So I'll put the description in this video so you can click on the link below and buy it from Amazon. Okay, thank you very much for coming. Hopefully this is good. And as a final, just don't forget to turn on the main water bulb or the sprinkler bulb, whatever you turn off before you start doing the job. Okay, thank you very much, and hopefully this is helpful for you guys, because for me it's pretty much saving me some pretty good money. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.